Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. A very good afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your afternoon edition, Sunday afternoon edition. Yes, there are some games taking place right now as we speak, but ladies and gentlemen, my focus is going to be on our transfer news, transfer market, and one or two things on Chelsea especially. Our game is tomorrow. Our last two games we played against Everton and against Fulham, we had some series of problems. We lost one, we drew one. And many of you are not happy about it. I understand perfectly. But hey, we also need to understand that we need to know that our club, our team is still in a building stage. Our team is still in a building stage. Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, they are all ahead of us in terms of their building stage. Arsenal, we all know, 5 years with Mikel Arteta. Most of their players, you can mention, they'll be there for 3-4 years. Most of their players, about 70-80% of their players have been there for the past 5 years. Man City, they've been there for 9 years with Pep Guardiola. 70-80% of their players on the squad have been there about 7, 8, 9 years with Pep Guardiola. Yes. Now, we are now in a building stage. And the only team I can say, Nottingham Forest, they are the surprise of the season. Forest are just the surprise team of the season. But if you look at the core base of Nottingham Forest, they've been there for a while. Chelsea, about 90% or 95% of the team, about 95% of the team started only from last season. Then this season, a new coach altogether. So we are in the building stage, dear friends. We still need to be a little patient. But there are things that needed to be corrected immediately. Now, I want to start, before we go to the transfer news, I want to start with our midfield issues. We've seen Romeo Lavia partner Caicedo in the midfield, and we played well. We did well in some games past. All of a sudden, Romeo Lavia is injured. Now, we have to change the formation and make use of players like Malo Gusto inventing. In fact, even when we used Cucurella, it was okay. Inverting. But Malo Gusto now inverting and playing sometimes like number 10. Making it, it's like we now having a double 8, kind of, either double 8 or double 10. I would say double 8. Because Kopama is our natural 10. Enzo Fernandez is our 8. Now with Malo Gusto joining up front there, I've been saying this all this while. Gusto adds still to that attacking front. He adds a little bit of physicality, but he is not tactically good in that area. The technique of being number 8, he doesn't have it. The players that we have that were supposed to do the job, when we were having Romeo Lavia partnering Caicedo, it worked perfectly. Then in that case, we didn't need Malo Gusto playing the double 8 with Enzo Fernandez. Now, Romeo Lavia is injured, and that weakened our midfield. The work rate now on Caicedo, if you look at the statistics, and Caicedo's tackles in midfield, in the whole Premier League, Caicedo's tackles in our midfield is like he's becoming like a workaholic in that midfield. Yes. Okay, moving forward, I want to say this. Chelsea have this young man, Andrey Santos, that we loaned out the last 2 seasons, and this season is still on loan with Strasbourg. Looking at the player's profile, you see, Santos coming to Chelsea, even in this January, will give us, another level. Andrey Santos should return this January. Chelsea will be on a different level altogether. Why? Santos is a dynamic, deep-lying, progressive midfielder with a rare combination of defensive solidity and attacking flair. So we might not need Malo Gusto again in that area. Operating primarily from deep or deeper positions, he excels at dictating the tempo of the game with his excellent passing range, almost similar to Enzo Fernandez. But he is more of the DM. Frequently switching play and making intelligent vertical passes from the DM position to progress the ball upfield. Dear friends, Andrey Santos' composure under pressure and ability to read the game allow him to break up opposition's attacks while seamlessly transitioning into offensive phases. This is the reason why I am of the view. I know it will be difficult to bring him back this January. Maybe Chelsea will have to find a way of steering the ship until next season, until summer. But he is just the profile of player that Chelsea need right now to balance our midfield. He is the profile player that Chelsea need right now to balance our midfield. Romeo Lavia could have done the job better, but because of his injury, sometimes it looks like when he's even playing, he's not that comfortable. He's scared. He has the fear factor of how, I'll aggravate my injury again. My leg, I'm not fully fit. That mentality psychologically even affects Lavia's play. So for me, the best option right now is either to bring back Andrey Santos, or we just have to manage and steer the ship. And that means that we should expect to lose more games going forward. Currently, Liverpool are above Chelsea with 7 points, and they still have a game in hand. 9 points above Arsenal. 14 points above Man City. I don't know, I'm not too sure if this my statistics is correct. I think right now, Arsenal leapfrog Chelsea. Yeah, so it should be 7 points rather. 6 points. 6 points above Arsenal. 6 points above Arsenal. But look at it. They are about 14 points above Man City. 14 points above Aston Villa. 19 points above Tottenham. And then 20 points above Man United. Dear friends, they can't lose it from here. It will be... Well, it is possible in football. But I don't see Liverpool losing on the title from this moment, because they still have a game in hand. We can say the second half of the season is about to kickstart. But look, if you look at carefully at the form of the teams right now, the way the teams are playing right now, almost every team is dropping points except Liverpool. And their form going forward, and the kind of players they have, it looks impossible for Liverpool to drop these points for Arsenal or Chelsea to overtake them. It looks just impossible. In any case, I still want to say this is football. Anything can still happen. Oh yes, you can never say never in football, but it looks nearly impossible at this stage. So any team, be it Man City, be it Arsenal or Chelsea, at this point, if these two teams are able to leapfrog Liverpool, it can only be something strange. Maybe some injury to 3, 4, 5 major players, or all of a sudden deep in form. What's his name? How do you call him? Mohamed Salah should be injured. Alexander Arnold should be injured. Van Dijk should be. Oh, this is football. I am not praying for evil for them, but if they should get injury and my team should win it, why not? Remember, Chelsea have our next game, our second round of games with Liverpool coming up soon, right? It is what it is, dear friends. It is what it is. Now back to some transfer news before we run up. Back to some. Okay, before we go to the transfer news, look at this picture on your screen. Enzo Fernandez leading the Chelsea team in training. And looking at the work rate of Enzo Fernandez, dear friends, leadership by example indeed. He is putting in every bit of work as a leader in that team. And hey, let me say it again. Since after his divorce or separation with the partner, he's been on top. He's been on top. And I like the work rate. Enzo Fernandez, as a leader, that is what is expected of you. Oh yes, as a captain of the team, it is expected. And he is delivering. Right now, he is delivering. Now quickly to some transfer news, and we start from Manchester United. Manchester United. Every previous manager had issues with Marcus Rashford, according to the report you are receiving. And the meeting, an insider with Manchester United said, I have spoken to them. I know them. They've told me in confidence, going back years and years and years. Every previous manager of Manchester United had issues with Marcus Rashford. He said, I think the manager has had a big say here. I think he's doing it his way. Ruben Amorim is a smiling assassin. He's a disciplinarian. Wow. He is a smiling assassin. Looks like someone will be smiling at you and he will still be pinching you. So it is indeed true that Rashford is up for sale for £50 million. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. £50 million for Marcus Rashford. Well, he's not the only one. Manchester City are interested in buying some players this January. And it has come to the news that both Bayern Munich's Jamal Musiala and Bayer Leverkusen's Florian Wirtz are of interest to Manchester City. But Manchester City want to get one of these. Jamal Musiala or Bayer Leverkusen's Florian Wirtz. Bayer Musiala is in Bayern Munich. Jamal Musiala Florian Wirtz is Bayern Leverkusen, and City are interested in these players. Man City will have to assess whether they can afford their £100 million price tag and whether it represents good enough value for money. But indeed, these two players, if City can even get one of them, one Musiala, Jamal Musiala, or even Florian Wirtz, dear friend, if City can just get one of them, my goodness, that could be bring a turnaround in their misfortune in recent weeks. Now, we understand Newcastle United value Alexander Isak at more than £150 million. Even as of last summer, I think the value price was around 120. Around 120 as of last summer. And they successfully blocked talks with Chelsea last time around. And that is the reason why they now increase it to 150. To scare Chelsea off. Dear friends, if Chelsea indeed are looking for an elite striker with Premier League experience, Isak, though injury prone, yes, Isak is injury prone. That is why even last summer, some of us, we stood up, they said no. He is not a player that can be guaranteed of, full season. 30 games a season. I'm not too sure he can play 30 Premier League games a season. Isak is injury prone. But the price tag is what even put Chelsea off last time. And now we are being told he is now worth 150 million. Would you spend 150 million on Isak? Let me hear from you in the comment section, dear friends. Let me hear from you in the comment section. By the way, let me just remind you, Chelsea are not that busy in this January transfer window and are not desperate to bring in players. They are happy with what they have, according to Fabrizio Romano. Dear friends, on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.